just saw your new music video. I Deserve It. I liked it. I like it. Real I like how y'all flipped that beat.
Thank you.
Missy Elliott produced it?
No, actually, myself and Chucky Thompson, who I've worked with since my first album. Chucky, he gave me that beat a long time ago, and I started writing to it, and I just never finished. And my daughter finished writing it, so I got Missy on it.
Wow, so your daughter actually finished that song for you.
Exactly. And then recently I had to do a version without the rap for like stations that won't play rap, some urban AC stations, and I was out of town, and I called my daughter like, I need you to write a bridge and lay it down for me real quick so I could go in the studio. So she's kind of like my go-to guide lately.
So is your daughter, going to be seriously going into music? Is this something that you pushed her to do, or she pushed herself to do?
Definitely not pushing for that. But my daughter, China was always around me, always in the studio, always on the road with me when she was my only child. And her dad is a producer, so it's kind of like she just got it honest. But she taught herself how to play keyboards probably starting at around age 6 or 7. And then from that, I, started buying her little equipment and stuff. And she's a bona fide, full-out producer, engineer, writer, and singer. So she definitely wants to be an artist as well. But she's very proficient, on the boards as well, in terms of the technical side. She's like me if I sat still long enough to do the technical part of what I do.
Now, the one thing that was a little bit shocking to me was Ice JJ Fish made a cameo in the video.
Yes, I was happy about that. I love Ice JJ Fish. Listen, my homeboy, my MD, used to show me his clips online and stuff. And so when Derek Blanks, who directed the video, said, hey, do you know who, he said his name wrong, you know who JJ Fish is? I said, you mean Ice JJ Fish? So I was like, yeah, I know who he is. Like, I'm up on it, But I thought it was really refreshing, because I really just enjoy his spunk. Like, he just be like, whatever, he fearless with his. So I thought it would be real cute to have him have the comedic element. When Missy and Sharaya actually came up with the idea to kind of knock off the Coming to America type of feel for the video. So, immediately it started coming together. And when Derek mentioned him, I'm like, oh, he could totally be, singing to me, in the video. So I thought it would be cute and funny at the same time. I know he was kind of pissed. He was kind of pissed when they told him he had to fall down and act like he got knocked out, though. I remember Ice JJ was like, listen, I didn't sign up for this.
How would you rate Ice JJ's Fish singing from an actual singer's perspective?
Oh, you know what? That's funny because I have a really hard time comparing and measuring talent or people's appeal. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it from a perspective of it's not always something technical. If somebody finds a way to connect with people and find an audience for what they do, then, most of the time I'm trying to figure out, okay, what is it that they like about them? Even whether it's rappers, singers, whatever. With my kids, even I ask them, what do you like about this artist? So I don't really tend to rate and judge singers and, because talent, I don't know. It's something that I can't really measure. You know what I'm saying? Although I am a singer, but some people just have a certain something with them that you can't really say, okay, this person does this better, this person does that better. They just do what they do. And for some, find a way to find an audience for it. So, I totally, again, respect his fearlessness. I mean, if we were in the studio together, to be honest with you, yeah, I might be like, okay, I think this is a little pitchy, or you might could do this part better if we were actually recording a song. But I think what he brings is just, it's a little bit more, if I dare to say it, kind of his own swag about what he does. You feel me?
When you said do a song together, I'm picturing a Faith Evans Ice JJ Fish collabo in my head.
So you said that now. I didn't say that. I said if we ever were to be in the studio together. I mean, I'm not saying I never would, but I mean, that hasn't been something that I'm not in the studio working with Ice JJ Fish right now. I do enjoy his video clips. And he's a cool guy. He was really cool.
Stevie J and Joseline were in the video as well.
Yes. Stevie is my brother. I love him.
Okay. I know he was, producing a lot of the Bad Boy stuff. Was he producing your stuff as well?
I think Stevie may have co-produced "Missing You," I think, and probably some of the stuff on my second album. But he didn't do anything like on my first album. I think of the time that Stevie was with Bad Boy may have been the time that I was kind of trying to do other stuff. Like by the time my third Bad Boy album came, I was in LA just trying to work with people outside of the in-house producers, because I had done that and always, just taking tracks from the in-house producers. But I feel like maybe on Missing You and a couple of the featured things I did with other Bad Boy artists Stevie produced, but not so many of my solo songs. But actually Stevie is he was one of the people that was supposed to be my son CJ's godfather. And when right before I had CJ, or right before I found out I was pregnant with CJ, I remember there was a time when I wanted to purchase a house. I was renting this, expensive apartment in the city, and I wanted to buy me a house in South Jersey. So I was waiting for my next advance from my record deal or my publishing deal, which I knew was coming, but I needed to come up with like $150,000 to put down on this house. And Stevie J was one of the two people who actually loaned me the $75,000 that I needed to put down on that house. I mean, knowing that, of course, he got it back, knowing I was going to pay it back. But I mean, to me, I was just like, he always got a special place in my heart, because I sure enough needed that, and I needed to make a move. It was just, that was a crucial time for me. So he played a very, very important part. And not only that, we've always kept in touch, over the years. Everybody especially from Bad Boy, we're very much family. I still feel that way about everybody.
I've known Stevie for a while, definitely not as long as you, but Stevie has always, the Stevie on TV is pretty much the Stevie that I've known for a while.
Exactly.
Like, do you remember some of the craziest things that Stevie J was involved in, like back then during the Bad Boy days?
You know what? I back then, aside from my studio sessions and just seeing people in the offices and in the studio, I didn't hang out like a whole lot with the crew then. Like I don't know if you recall, like they did that big Bad Boy tour with Jodeci, Mary, and everybody. I didn't go on that. I wasn't really that person. I always had, my daughter, and it was more about, for me back then, I hung out a little bit more than I do now, but definitely it wasn't typically with them. I'm never one that really got involved in people's personal lives and stuff like that. I mean, I'm very much family, and they welcome to come to my house, but I've heard a lot of crazy stories, but to be honest, I can't say I've witnessed any. The main thing I remember about Stevie that comes to my mind was that at the time, his then, I guess, girlfriend or fiance, but his older children's mom, they used to always come in Daddy's house with their new furs. Like, I'm like, every day they seemed like she had a new fur coat from Stevie J and a new color. Then I remember briefly the time that he dated Eve as well, because Eve and I did a song together, and I think that was around the time they were dating. But, nothing super crazy that I've witnessed, But he's definitely always been the same personality that people see on TV, like you said.
I mean, do you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
Of course. I love Ratchet TV.
What's your take on Stevie J and Joseline's relationship?
My take on it? I mean, if he's happy and she's happy, then I think that's their relationship to cultivate and enjoy. If those are the two people that God put in each other's lives to live, to take this journey together, then I'm very happy for him and her. I don't know Joseline very well, but I did meet her at the video shoot. And I mean, I don't know if, obviously she must kind of know that he and I are like family, because I didn't feel any funny vibe from her, or anything like that. But, I think she knows that we're family. But, although I don't get to see Stevie a lot, we do keep in touch. I'll text him every other month or something just to say, how you doing, bro? And vice versa. Or I'm in town, let's try and hook up. So I'm happy for him. I hope that whatever their path is in their career, that God, continues to bless them, and that they take all these blessings in the right way and use them in the right way.
Yeah, and I heard they're getting a spin-off show, him and Joseline.
Oh, I heard that as well. But sometimes you don't know if it's true. I didn't hear an official announcement, but I have heard that.